Hi, I've decided to start a new thing for my blog. I'm going to call it Tuesday Techniques. And each Tuesday I will place a new technique on the blog for you. I would love for you to send me your questions. How does something work? How do I use this project? I would be glad to share it on my Tuesday Techniques. I did have one of my customers, well, all my customers, a lot of my customers will say, Beth, will you please tie my bow for me? And I'm happy to do that, but I also know that people really want to learn how to do it themselves. So what I've done is I've taken some of our thick cardboard that comes in some of our DSP kits, or you can use chipboard. And the only reason I'm using it this time is because it's very firm and something easy to use the first time when you're trying to learn how to do a bow. This is a 5.5 by 4 1/4, so let's pretend we are going to tie a bow around the end here. I like to do it 5 times the width of what I'm going to tie around, and a lot of times that's too much, but it's better to have more than less. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sometimes 4 is enough, sometimes 4.5 is enough. I find that 4 is enough for a knot, but I like to do 5 for a bow. I'm just going to place it underneath. There are several keys to making a good bow. The main thing you need to think about the whole time is keeping your ribbon fluid, if you will. Don't let it get twisted. It doesn't matter if you do right over left or left over right, but here's one of the keys right here. Do you see how this is kind of twisted up? Watch what I'm going to do with this hand right here. I'm going to flip it. Now, do you see how both of those pieces of ribbon are very fluid? They're not kinked up. So that's one of the first things in making a nice square knot bow. Then I like to pull it real tight, and I like to do it at 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock. A lot of people start doing this, and that doesn't really help. You want to get it nice and tight. And it doesn't matter if this is in the middle, because you can always just slide the bow around to get it centered. And you won't do this exactly like I am, but here are the key points. I like to fold up. I'm going to fold up like that. And I stick my finger here. And ultimately, that's where I want that bow to go, that little loop. And then I pull this one over. And then I'm going to fold it under, but I want to keep it flat when I fold it under, so that it'll come out flat. And there is my bow. If you want to make it tighter, you just stick your finger inside the loop and you just pull and adjust. I've started making hair bows for my 8-month-old, and I've gotten into this habit of burning the edges of my ribbon. But I am going to just snip the edge here, and you can make your tails as long or as short as you like. And then I will sometimes, this one's running out of gas. I just burn the ends just so it won't fray. There we go. And that, my friends, is the perfect bow. Isn't that pretty? Do you want me to show you real quick how to do a knot? Here, let me just untie the bow. It's the same method with the knot. Doesn't matter which way you flip it. The key to this section is taking this top piece and flipping it. It was like that. Now you want to flip it. So it's at 12 and 6. And then all I do is take my top one over my bottom one without letting the ribbon twist. And just kind of pull it as we go. And there, I'll go ahead and trim these. One neat way to cut the ends of your ribbon is folding it right in half and snipping it at an angle like that. I really like that look, the little V. in the middle. So that is a square knot. There are lots of other ways to tie bows and knots, but that is the one that I'm going to show you today. So hopefully you can watch this several times, get a piece of ribbon, get a piece of cardboard, and just practice while you're watching this. Pause my video as you get to each step. You want to keep it fluid. No, don't let your ribbon twist. Remember to flip the top piece 12 and 6. Flip. You know, when you're here, you want to flip under. Don't try and flip like that. Flip it under and hold it there while you wrap it around. Hopefully that was helpful. Thanks for watching my Tuesday technique, and make sure to let me know what I can teach you. Thanks. Bye.